Hey guys, we're back with some more Sinoalice. Sorry we are so late on getting this video out. I just ran out of time yesterday to record, and it's even pretty late now doing this. But at any rate, we're going to go ahead and review the new banner. There's another banner too, which I'm going to briefly go over, but TLDR, it's a skip. But here, we actually have our first banner where you can get the level 2 Arcana as well as the level 1. I'll look in the shop to show that, but this is going to be a step-up banner, so you are going to have the featured SR guaranteed for this. Now, I believe when I looked at the banner, there's only two things on, I believe it's only the hammer, and I want to say the, oh no, there is three, okay. So there's three actual things on the guarantee. Let me go ahead and mute that. So it's the hammer with the class of Dorothy, which is obviously going to be the prize in the banner this week. And then you have an instrument, and then you have basically a new version of Ugalu. So if you guys already have Ugalu, like decently built up, if you're looking to MLB it, then obviously the Flan is a pretty hard skip. Has the same exact ability of Combustion Blessing 3. But yeah, so there's that, and then you have the 0.44% rate, which has a spear and a book. Now, all these weapons are in the current armor event going to give you increased drop rates, meaning that if you get one drop, you'll get multipliers based on how many limit breaks you have with each of these items. Is it worth it to pull purely for the event? No, it is not. It is definitely not for an armor event or to get nightmare fodder worth it to pull simply for the event. It's only worth it to pull if you're if you're looking for a certain item here. So let's first go into the hammer. So the hammer is going to have 2,312 physical attack at 18 cost with 2,000 magic, 1,200 physical defense, 1,071 magic defense. Pretty average to mediocre, I would say, for an 18 cost hammer. For its skill, it is going to deal physical damage to 1.5 targets and slightly increase own physical attack. Pretty decent for your main skill. And then for Coliseum skill, it's going to have a chance of increasing own physical attack when attacking. So honestly, from what I've heard in the pipeline for the rumor mill, there is going to be a lot of hammer banners. I do not recommend going to MLB this hammer. I recommend purely to get the class, because the class is very nutty as far as stats go. But for the hammer, I would not recommend MLBing this. To be honest, if you guys are in a top-ish guild or you're looking to prepare for the future, honestly, you should, as a physical vanguard, you should only be going after things that are going to give you DC1 or DC2 due to the multiplier effects of having multiples in your grids. So, and nowadays, you probably want to be going for a minimum of 2 LBs per weapon when you're deciding to go into banners, outside of, just pulling for classes for the stats. Now, for the class, here we go. We have Dorothy. For some reason, it doesn't let me see the whole class, so we'll have to go back to that in a second. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. So class here. So you see here you get 100, 200, 300 normal, and then you get your 400 for level 11 and 12, and then you get an additional 400 physical attack at class 13 and 14, and 13 is just filler for Dorothy stages. You get 10% more attack. So yeah, this is a super important class to get, simply because if you get both of the Arcanas, you are looking at an overall of 1,100 physical attack. So that is something to definitely consider. That is a massive boost if you are a physical main. Definitely recommend getting the class. Now, you do not have to go full in on this banner to get the class with both Arcanas. You can wait until Spec Banner. You can wait until other banners for the month. I believe this is like one of the first banners, if not the first banner of the new month for the new Medals of Desire for the month of April. Even though we're still technically in March, we're just getting this a little bit early. So yeah, do not go full hard on this banner if it takes you a couple pulls to get this class. You may want to consider saving for future Medal of Desire banners to get all the stages of the Arcana for this. So next we go into the Minstrel Weapon, which is going to be greatly increase of physical attack and physical defense to 1 to 2 allies, and then has a chance to increase physical and magical attack of 1 ally in the vanguard when giving support. So this is decent, still mediocre on stats. I would say this is overall more useful than the hammer, in my opinion, simply because it does give physical attack and physical defense to 1.5 targets, and then it gives additional physical attack and magic attack to 1 ally in the vanguard. So, but super only useful, obviously, if you have a 3 or more physical vanguards main in your class. And then once again here, I believe this is at maxed out stats. Magic attack of 1900, physical defense 1800, magic defense 1500, physical attack 1500, with combustive blessing 3 for the Ugalu fire skill. And then here we have the spear, which is going to give you, once again, lackluster stats of only 2300, not even like 2350, but 2300 magic attack. Great magic damage, 1.5 targets, slightly increased own physical and magic defense. And then it has a chance of increasing own magic defense when attacking. Very bad spear. Do not pull for the spear, Magic Vanguards. Do not pull. Alright, then finally we have the book. It's going to give you 2234 on the highest stat of physical attack, 2102 magic attack, 1263 physical defense, and then 1041 magic defense. Greatly reduce 1 to 2 enemies' physical defense. This is probably the best skill of all the weapons, to be honest, because simply that it's, for Sorks, you want defense down. That's purely what you're going for. So the fact that it has 1.5 targets for physical defense is very strong, and then a chance to slightly reduce physical and magic defense of an enemy in the vanguard we get support. So more physical magic defense debuffing as well. So honestly, this is probably the best weapon in the whole banner, is going to be the book. And once again, like we said here, this will give you more drops depending on how much limit breaks you have for all these different weapons here. And so let's now go into the metal exchange, just to show you guys the arcanas for Dorothy. So 500 for each, as you guys see here. So you're going to need 1,000 coins total, which equates to you guys having to pull 10 times over the course of the month to get this. Now there is some other items added into the shop, I believe. And it looks like you can get the weapons as well from, it looks like the other part banner that we have. But the 900 cost weapons are going to be the Record of Humanity, Death God's Bow, and the Deep Sea Staff. I'm just checking to see. So this is pretty good. Has recovery support 2, and greatly restores HP to 1.5 allies. So Blessed Gospel is very strong. 17 cost, only costs 900 in the shop. That's very good. Death God's Bow I did not believe was very good. No, this isn't very good. Does not do massive multiplier and magic attack debuff. So that is a pretty bad bow. I would not go for that. And then, of course, it's the rearguard weapons have good stats. So then massive reduce one's physical attack. Well, it's massive physical attacks. Actually, isn't that great for a Sork, but it does have support of it too. So if you guys need it, maybe if you're close to MLB and stuff to get that skill 20, massive difference in your grids, maybe worth it. But overall, probably not. And it looks like only the Alice Minstrel is in here for some reason, which is a little weird. But let's go into the other banner before we wrap up the video. So we do have here, it is going to be your item set summon. So here, featured summons in the SR Plus guaranteed vary with each part. Items will be sent to your inbox. So the items you get are going to get the Purification Vial times 4, 2 times Drop Vial, 2 times EXP Vial. And then here it looks like you're guaranteed to get, I believe, one of these, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm probably wrong. I'm going to go ahead and look. Let's see. Does it say in the details here? All right. SR Plus guaranteed will be sold in 3 parts. 1 time only. Feature summons in the SR guaranteed will vary with each part. So it doesn't say you're guaranteed a feature, though. It just says you're guaranteed an SR. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be whatever's in the pool. But at any rate, you have, I believe, Alice Sork, Little Mermaid Paladin, and then 3 Little Pigs Cleric. Now, the caveat here is if you guys did miss the Cleric 3 Little Pigs that gives you additional cost and you need that cost, maybe this is worth your 500 gems. I believe you can only do this one time anyway. Yeah, each part can only be purchased once for 500 crystals, and you're guaranteed an SR, and you get those additional items, and you get Medals of Desire 4. So let's look at this banner. So yeah, 1 summon remaining. If we go to the appearance rates, so let's see. Does it say? It doesn't really. I'm pretty sure from what I heard, what I read was that you can get any of these, but not the ones on Rate Up are guaranteed. If you guys know for sure on this, if you guys have pulled, and if your guaranteed SR was one of the 3, this does increase the value of this banner quite a bit, especially if you do not have 3 Little Pigs Cleric. But if it's not the case, then obviously then the value is greatly diminished. So let me know on that, guys. If you guys know this off the top of your, if you guys have tested this or seen this on Discord. I probably should have asked my guild on this before recording this part of the video. But I mainly wanted to go over the actual new banner, which was the Dorothy Crusher. So anyway, guys, overall, for the 2 banners, I would say if the 3 Little Pigs, Alice, and Little Mermaid are the only ones you can get guaranteed on this pull, then I would say if you do not have 3 Little Pigs, it is probably worth 500 gems to have a 33% chance to pull a class job. If you already have 3 Little Pigs, this is a hard skip for everybody. Little Mermaid's Spear is garbage. So, but far as the other banner, the Dorothy Crusher, definitely worth getting the class. I think, honestly, that's the only thing that has value is the actual class in that banner. While it is a step up, just everything else, the weapons are super lackluster in terms of what we've been getting. So I would definitely recommend saving for either the spec banner. There's a big rumor we're going to get Calamity weapons, which are uber OP even in JP. And then we also have the collab, which is supposedly going to be ReZero later this month. And all of those weapons, just like the collab and slime, were insanely good as well. So even if you think that some of the weapons are decent in this banner, it is a definite skippable banner. Physical, DPS, make sure you get the class, and then just hoard the rest of your gems to get your Medals of Desire, to get your Arcanas later down the road. Hopefully before GC happens on April 14th. Or actually, no, pre-registrations are April 14th. So it's probably going to be the following week, or should be around like the 20th. Hopefully you guys will have enough Medals of Desire to get both of your Arcana levels. So that's going to be the advice here from Fort Misery Gaming. If you guys did enjoy today's video, drop a like down below, hit subscribe as always, and we'll see you all in the next Sinoalice video. Peace out, guys.